Now, little Oscar. When I read the novel, and it starts saying that he is a dwarf. It's a 33-year-old dwarf with a hunchback, you know, like the ones you see in Buñuel's Mexican movies, or a Cantinflas. So I went all over Europe, in France, in Paris, in Germany, in Italy, in all the circuses that still worked, and I met all these wonderful dwarfs and Lilliputians, and one more lovely than the other. But I could not imagine that one of them would be a lead in a movie. And I mean, there's something awkward. You know, you can do Ted Browning, but not really this type of fairy tale. And as I was having lunch in Paris and explaining my dilemma to my friend Bertrand Tavernier, he said, well, I don't really know if it's such a good idea to do this movie in the first place. I mean, who will be your target audience? I mean, how many dwarfs are there in an audience who can identify with your main character? I say, come on, it's a metaphor. He at the age 3, he decides, I'm not going to grow. And as I was saying it, I thought, stupid. All we need is a child. We don't need a dwarf. And we were lucky to find a child who was 11 years old. 11 years old, and other 11 years old were that size. And he was the size of a 5 or 6 year old one. And on top of that, he was the son of an actor whom I just had worked with in Lost Honor of Katharina Blum, Heinz Bennent. I didn't know that he had this, let's say, handicapped child. You couldn't really tell. And in order to make his acquaintance and not to have the parents around, I said, look, why don't I come and pick him up? It was the time of the Oktoberfest in Munich, and I'll take him to the Luna Park of the Oktoberfest. And that's what I did. And my way, that was before video, to do screen test with actors, I had practiced this a lot when I did the casting for Louis Malle's films, was I just had a Leica, actually it's still here in my bag, now a digital model. No, the bag is back there. And I shoot, while talking with an actor, I just shoot a roll of film. And then I get the contact sheet. I don't want enlargements. I look at the contact sheet, and if, say, a beautiful actress, and you have the 36 pictures, and she looks alike on every one of them, forget her. Can be a very good model, no good for the camera. You have other people, you talk with them, you take these pictures, you know, no special light, nothing. A different expression here and there. And with David Bennent, on the Oktoberfest, these were the pictures I took that day. In the upper left corner, it was to see how small he was as compared to the desk, you know. I mean, here you are supposed to nail, to hammer with a hammer in the nails. That would have already been too high for him. Well, on the 36 frames of the contact sheet, he had 36 totally different expressions. Sometimes he looked like a baby, sometimes like a wise old man. Sometimes, you know, he had a wit in his eyes, sometimes incredibly sad. Anyhow, that was the casting. We had found the character to do the movie. I'm not going to repeat what I told you all about it yesterday,